my name is Luann, and it is Halloween season. It is time to do some more fun Halloween makeup today. So let me send out a little few invitations here. Let's see. Nope, still won't let me do that. Let's do that one. Oh, get back here. That one. Okay, let's do. Really? It's fighting me. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to do. Challenge here. There we go. All right. Hi, how are you doing, Andrea? So today, last week I did a Halloween look too. I did like a pumpkin mask. It was so cute. So I thought I'm going to do another mask look. So I found this one. It's a zebra. Oh, that's so cute. It's one I haven't done before. So I thought let's have some fun and do that one. So I'm going to start with a little balm. This is eye balm. It's in a tube. It's almost like chapstick feeling because my eyes get so dry when I put powder on them there. Oh, we're going to moisturize that up a little bit. Then we're going to start with our... You're good. Okay, good. I'm going to start with our primer spray. Put that on. And then we're going to begin with a little foundation. Let's see, which color do I want to do? I think I'm going to do this color. It's a little darker, and that way the white will stand out a little better. So let's start with, this is number 7, foundation. I'm going to put this on. You see how that disappeared? That was there. Totally covered that red spot. Totally gone. It's not really gone. It's just covered. This foundation is full coverage, which is awesome. It just covers everything. And if you do have something very challenging to discover, that's very dark, trying to say dark and cover, and I came up with discover, and that didn't work real well. We do have our concealer that has even more coverage. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to use this concealer right here. That has a little yellow tint to it. That's number 1. And I'm going to take, let's see, this little brush. And I'm going to put that, because this thing on my face here is a little red. And I'm just going to tap this on. Hi, Holly. So that will cover that little, what's left of that blemish. It's drying up back. We will cover. That's a little light, but that's okay. Counteracts the dark. Then I'm going to do, what do I want to do? I don't need to do concealer because here's what we're doing today. I loved the mask last week, so I did another mask. And this is a zebra, and I've never done this one before either. This kid looks happier than the kid from last week's in the picture. But I thought this would be pretty easy, and it's so cute. So I'm going to take that lightest foundation color that we have. It's not actually white, but it will look white once I get it on me. And it's called Porcelain. Andrea says hi. Holly says hi, just in case you don't see comments. Sometimes comments don't show. All right, so and then I'm going to take that color. And let's see, what brush do I want to use? Maybe I'll use this brush. This is just a flat, it's just basically a concealer brush. But don't I have another? Ooh, I might use that one. It's got darker color on it though. I used to have a flatter one of those. I don't know if I need that one. Let's start with the little one to get our shape. So we're going to do, now let's start with the big one. Let's start with the big one to do our eyebrows. Now, my eyebrows are dark. This isn't going to cover mine very well. There is a way that you can do this, but you got to glue them down with a glue stick. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It lightens it enough for me. You glue it down with a glue stick. You cover it with like orange. Then you cover it with concealer. It's really crazy. But you can cover them a little better. if you really wanted it to look like your eyebrows were gone. But like I said, mine are kind of dark, so. Alright, so we're going to put this on the eyelids. I love this because there's no like eyeshadow, no eye makeup. I don't have to do eye makeup, just this. The other way to put this on that would work really well is with a sponge. Now it looks like we cover the whole nose. The sponge gives it a nice fuller coverage. But I'm going to start with this. This is what they call buildable, meaning you can add to it. But see how this pretty much looks kind of white. Maybe off-white. See how far over are we going here? Since my spacing on around my eyes and eyebrows is different than his and a lot of other people's, I'm going to need to go over further. So we're going to go over here. And we're going to go over here. And the thing is, since it's kind of a zebra, it doesn't matter if it covers more area. I'm going to go all the way over here. Then I'm going to go... Alright, I got to leave enough room for the ears. But it does go up high a little there. Okay. I thought this one would be really cute. So if you ever went somewhere like a carnival, you could paint kids' faces. Let's get some of these makeup looks. Alright, I want to use this brush to draw the ears. Okay. I think theirs are a little fatter. Okay, let's draw it fatter. Okay. There you go. This will stand out a lot better once we outline it with black. I have like these rogue hairs. I have a lot of rogue hairs. They just do what they want to do. I don't want you going up that high. I look like a volcano instead of an ear now. Step it. Now that would be a cute makeup look to a volcano on my face. I wonder if I can find that. That might be an interesting Halloween look, huh? Just popped into my head. How are my kitties? They are good. They just had their lunch. The black one tore across the room when she heard the kibble drop because it's an automatic feeder. She heard it drop in there and tore across the room. Gwynnie was already in there, the tabby. Because they know the time. They know what time it is and they know it's coming. I'm making that a little more rounded. This one is not as high as that one. It's alright. That other one kind of got away from me and went higher, but I like it higher anyway, so there we go. To make it the same width. Okay, now I'm going to get my little sponge and find where I put it. I didn't even scout that out. Where is my little sponge? Well, here's the big sponge. We'll use that one. This is a sponge. So let's do the bottom of it. So we're just going to take the sponge and swirl it in the makeup. And we're going to tap it on because it gives us fuller coverage. This does not flake off and stuff like if you try to buy clown makeup and do this, you know how it kind of rubs off, flakes off, comes off. This stuff won't do that. Will not come off. Like the other kind does. That's what I like about it. So if you're going to some Halloween event and you want to be made up, this will last the whole time. This will last all day, all night, because I wear stuff for work for Halloween all day. And this stays on. Okay, that stays open. That's fine. I'm going to fix that. Yeah, I'm going to fix that. All right, so it's looking pretty white. I'm going to get it patted in here pretty well. Okay. All right. Now, they have under here, let's get my foundation back. So right here, isn't this messy? So let's take this brush, same like concealer brush, with the foundation, and I'm going to kind of clean this edge up here. Because this one does not have black in that spot. So I'm just going to shape it with the foundation to try to even it up. There we go. All right. Now, the other thing I want to do is get the, see what side do I want here. Get the white one again. See if we can put a little bit more on here. Let's try to yeah, see that lightens it up a little more. You know, if I just let them be gray, you wouldn't see them anyway. Be invisible. Very pale and invisible, but during the regular part of life, I wouldn't like it at all. Okay, that's a little better. You can see it a little bit, it doesn't matter. You can see his a little bit too. I guess that's a he. Looks like a boy. Looks like a boy. Okay, now, mostly what we have here is black, which makes this super easy. So I'm going to use my black liquid eyeliner pen. Let's make sure this is working. Yep. And we're going to begin. Let's see. The outline here. I have a pretty thick line there. You know, I probably should have. Let's do the powder first. I usually do the powder first. Because this is going to crease if I don't. I'm going to kind of be real heavy with the powder. Since I have a lot of foundation on. Okay, it's showing all my lines here because I haven't set it. So what we do is we smooth it out and then put the powder. That kind of locks it in place. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to put the rest. Taking this little brush so I can kind of direct it. There we go. Right, if you missed it before, if anybody's coming by, this is what we're doing, a little fun zebra. I think that's a cute thing to do for Halloween, just some sort of an animal. I haven't done the zebra before. Now I'm going to take the bigger brush. I don't need blush either. And I'm going to set the rest because, you know, I did put it all over my face here. The top. All right, Now we have set everything with powder. Let's go back to the black pen, and we have a tuft of hair, I guess. And then we have a couple of more. Oh, they have these other ones blurred. That's just probably going to be messy. I'll blur it with powder maybe if I do that. So this is almost like coloring in with the magic marker, only it's eyeliner. But that looks silly. Okay, now we're going to do the ear. Other ear. Oh, and I've got something tickling my nose. Okay. Then it goes a little that way. Okay. Then we have black line here and over here. Okay. The ear. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Do it again. Okay. I've got black in the ears. My eye's watering. Quit doing that eyeball. All right, now. Then we have, let's do the middle first, I think. Okay, a little black line down the middle, kind of the middle. I'm a little bit of a crooked zebra, but that's okay. I mean, I don't know if zebras are all that perfect, are they? Maybe. Okay, it's a little fatter anyway, so let's fix it. Not a perfectly even line. Thank you. Oh, hi, Michelle. I wasn't looking. Holly says hi. Okay, there's our first stripe. As we're doing our little zebra. Then we have that. Kind of making a mess over here. Messy zebra. It's because my skin is like moving. That's alright though. I don't think it matters. And then we're going to do that again. Alright. Color in. You see this liquid eyeliner pen, how much black there's in it? These things last. Looks like it never runs out. Oh, that's cute. This eye is burning over here. So I think it's because I'm not blinking. And my eye is like, ow. I'm not blinking. tell you what. Cover up this black a little bit. Okay. Then we have a couple of more like droplet looking things here. It's longer than that. It's hard to fill in the cracks. Okay, and then we got another one over there. Mine are fatter than theirs. I'm more of a fat striped zebra. It's actually easier to draw fatter than skinny. Shows up better anyway. Okay, now, so we have a little bit here at the eye. I'm going to go a little low since it's very hard to draw on my actual under eye. Because the skin is so loose there. So we're just going to go under it. And then we're going to go down. It's actually hard here too. Okay, I'm going to do that again. That's cute. All right, come on. Quit moving, skin. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It gonna move. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Then we have, I guess these are, well, no, we got to do this side over here. So it goes about even with the eye. I have a black dot on my nose now. Well, that's okay, right? Zebra can have a black dot. Cover it up a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to go from the ear to about down to there. Okay. This ear needs to go a little lower. So about to there. And it's pretty thick at the top. All right, so we got that one. And it tapers. Yeah, I got that. Okay. I got that. I think I just narrowed its head. Oh, it's a little maybe a little crooked. That's okay. Actually, I think theirs might be too. We'll say it is. All right, now we're going to do from there down to the under eye thing again. But again, I'm going to go lower. So theirs are closer up under the eye, but very challenging, very challenging. Okay, so we're going to go here to there. A little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to go there. Color that part in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we're going to have, it does have a small, I'm going to, trying to decide which one I want to draw first. Let's just go to here. There we go. Color that in. Okay. And then we're going to have a thick area here. And then we have a smaller one inside. If you just break it down into lines and shapes, It's really not as challenging as you might think. So it's like a line, another line. It's almost a box. Only this one's a little bigger. A little curved at the bottom. That's kind of like an ear nut. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Oh boy, this eye. Oops. I'm dropping my... What did I drop? The lid. Quit watering eye. I'm watering it away. You gotta last just a little bit longer. Come on. Alright, this one. Thank you. How are you doing, Tony? So this one doesn't go as far over as that one. Okay. Good. I love it when it's not even. Because then I don't have to be even either. Well, here's our picture. This is what I'm doing. Isn't that cute? Now my face isn't quite as white as that face, but that's okay. It's whitish. Close enough. Okay, so if I gotta try to go to the same place. Close. Okay. I'll color that one in. This. It's hard to see around the side of your face. It's thicker on that side. You wouldn't realize that till you tried to do something and like, I can't see over there very well. And a line. I think I got too close to that, but you're not hardly going to see it. Because it's down around the back of my face. Oh, cute. Alright, now, the little comparison. It definitely has a whiter face than me. That's probably paint. This is not paint. Thank you. I think I'm going to go a little further over with this to define that area. Okay. And then we have a nose. Okay, we're going to do that. That. And then it goes over. This might look a little silly. I'm trying to make it rounder. But my nose flattens out over there. I'm like, okay. Interesting. All right, now I'm going to get my black eyeshadow. And let's see. Let's use this little brush. A little brush like that. I don't know if you can see that little brush. There you go. And let's fill this in with the black eyeshadow, maybe? Just quicker. My phone is singing. It's very happy today, apparently. I like that. Alright, now I'm going to take this brush and see if I can't blur this a little. It's in the middle one isn't. It's just the other ones. only thing is the middle one is taller than the others. But we can fix that. Make it taller. Supposed to angle off to the side a little bit. All right, there we go. Cute. Thank you. Thank you. Having a hard time keeping your eyes open. Oh, no. Oh, this eye is watering so bad. It's like so unhappy with me right now. Okay. I think that's so adorable. All right, now let's do some setting spray because we do not want this to travel. I'm overdoing the setting spray since I have all this on here. I think this would look better with, if you're actually going to do this for Halloween, probably get some white paint. Face paint. It would be brighter white. Or you can do the rest of your face a darker color. And that will stand out better. But I still think it's so cute. All right, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to put on some nude lip gloss. This is called Humble. This is Limelight Lip Gloss. Soft, natural color. Has the tiniest bit of shimmer. You probably can't even see it on camera. Smells like dessert. Oh, they smell so good. They smell like strawberries or some kind of fruit. All right, here we go. That was fun. Cute. Yep, definitely want it whiter though. That one's crazy white. But I still think it's a cute looking little zebra. You know, if you're in Australia, they say zebra. Have you ever heard an Australian say zebra? They say zebra. I think they also call the letter Z Z or something like that. But they do say zebra. Oh, it's pretty. So I am a zebra. Or a zebra, depending on which continent you're from. All right, let's read a little devotion for today. Let's see which one we left off with here. Okay, so I think, are we on this one? Yeah, we're on this one. Okay, so this prayer is taken from Psalm 93, 1 through 2 and 4, and Psalm 97, 1 and 3 through 6. And it says, the one who cut covenant with us, which is God. The one who cut covenant with us, which is a promise, if you don't know what a covenant is. It's like a stronger than a promise. It's like a marriage, a vow. It's like a vow. A vow in marriage is a covenant. The one who cut covenant with us through the torn blood of Jesus is the same one who sits upon the universe's throne. And here is the prayer. You, Lord, reign. You are robed in majesty and are armed with strength. Your throne was established long ago. You are from all eternity. You are mightier than the thunder of the great waters, mightier than the breakers of the sea. The Lord on high is mighty. I like that because that means enemies don't have a chance. The Lord reigns. Let the earth be glad. Let the distant shores rejoice. Fire goes before you, Lord, and consumes your foes on every side. Your lightning lights up the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax before you, Lord. The heavens proclaim your righteousness, and all the people see your glory. And what I like about the vision that this gives me that I envision in my head when I'm reading this, where it says fire goes before you and consumes your foes. This means that God, when he has a battle to fight, he don't have to try that hard. It doesn't take much effort for him. He shows up and his presence melts the mountains. It's fire burns up. His presence and his power is so strong. Nothing that is a foe can stand against it. And it's just going to drop when he shows up. He doesn't have, you have a vision of God like fighting for you. No, he doesn't have to fight. He doesn't have to do that. He shows up, everything drops. Because that is the strength of his existence and his power. It's just like fire. You know, if you light a fire and just let it burn, it's just, the fire isn't like trying. It just burns. Because that's its nature. That's just in it. It just does it. And that's kind of like what God is like fire. He shows up and it's just going to defeat all the enemy around you. And it's going to give you strength and power because he's there for you. And I think that's a great vision. So thank you for watching today for our fun little, was this the third one I've done? Second or third? Was last week the first one? I think last week the first one. The second one, a fun little Halloween that we had. Look today. So I'm going to go have a very blessed day. Have a great weekend. We have a little bit cooler weather here. It's dropped down to like 86 instead of 92. feels like fall. It's crazy. Southwest Florida. That's what you get. So you have a very blessed day and go be amazing. Till next time. Bye.